I'm going to show you guys the best budget yummy deck on Master Duel right now with as little URs as humanly possible that are not the URs that everyone already has, Maxi, Ash, etc. This is the best budget yummy deck that ends on 10 interruptions. The ultimate 10 negate combo. 10 interruptions. The whole chat just saw it. 10 interruptions. Budget yummy. Let's go.
Budget yummy, let's go.
If this is your first time on the channel, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Check out my Twitch and YouTube. I stream every single day. Let's get straight into this. I'm going to show you guys the deck list right now. Before we do, if you guys want to get better at Yu-Gi-Oh, check out my Metafy down below as well, where I do weekly training, very often, actually more than that, and much more when the ban list comes over TCG. Let's go. So this is the deck list. Now, the cards in the deck, the way I'm trying to build this budget yummy deck is simple. If it's a card like Ash Blossom, Maxi, Fualos, Call by a Crossout, it doesn't count. If it's a deck that, because those 10 must be in every deck. Same with SP. Those 11 will be in every one of your master decks moving forward. So I'm not going to count those because those are like, you just need them already. Next, if it's in a bundle, Nibiru's in a bundle, Imperm's in a bundle, Veiler's in a bundle. I'm only playing one card bundles. Bell, I don't count those either because they're in the bundle. So what leaves us next is SRs only, and only what's necessary. Souls and Illusion is in a starter deck. So the only other URs are 9. There's 9 yummy URs that you need. You could play Cookie at 1. You need at least 1. You need Marshmallow at 2 and Cupsy at 3. You need the 2 Snatchy. There's 9 URs. Simply just get 5,000 gems and you'll get the URs. Now, as far as the other URs in the extra deck, the Masquerena, which most people already have, but I would highly advise the Masquerena. There's a lot of weird hands where you're going to want it. A Savage Dragon, highly recommend because of the Souls play. And Almirage, highly recommend. If you have a Linkuriboh for over Artemis, it's way better, but you could live with the Artemis if you're on a super budget. This is 17 hand traps with 17 starters. Souls and Illusion is a starter as well. 17 starters, 17 hand traps, and a few decent cards. So that's the list here. Now it's time to get into some duels. So take a look at this, take some notes. Now it's duel time. Well, first let me show you the combo. Combo time and then duel time. This is the combo. As you guys saw already, the deck list. Let's go. So any one yummy does this combo, but it's better with Marshmallow at the special summon, etc. Just watch as you guys learn. Yes, this is against some random or solo mode thing, but the idea of this solo mode is to show you guys what the combo is uninterrupted. So since we're playing budget, the rule of the game is we play as little URs as humanly possible, with the exception of URs from bundles. Veiler, for example, comes out in a bundle, and the only URs we're allowed to play are the URs that everyone plays, like Ash Blossom, Maxi, Fualos, Called by Crossout, and then just a very few amount of URs on top to make our combo live. You guys saw the deck list already. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this combo to show you guys just how good this is. So let's lock in over here. Hello to everyone from YouTube and Twitch that are watching this live on stream right now. So everyone that's watching this stream live right now, or whether you're watching the video later, follow, check out Twitch, because we do this every day. You're gonna notice just the one cookie. You're gonna discard in the situation whatever hand trap you feel is the weakest hand trap. Duel will not be able to be used under Herald. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna summon a Snatchy here prior to actually specialing Cupsy to make sure the Cupsy could resolve. This is all very normal. It's very budget, as I showed you the deck list already, but just so you guys see the combo. We're gonna go Cupsy here, search. Effect of Cupsy's activated, chain another card. Okay, so here, I mean, we already have hard drew the surprise, so we can just get the lollipop, and then in this situation, we're going to go into lollipop. I'm gonna go lollipop effect. The lollipop effect is gonna special 2. In this game state, I mean, you could summon 1 or 1 and 2, but we're just gonna summon 1 and 2 because we have more yummies in our hand. We're gonna go into Samsara to start. We're gonna summon the Samsara. You have a Synchro 2 on field, allowing us to still special the cookie. We're now gonna go into Herald first. You're gonna recognize what I'm doing here. I'm going Herald first. Something would come up, like they would immediately Nibiru you right now. If they Nibiru you right now, you go surprise special Marshmallow from your grave, summon lollipop. You're very good regardless. Here we're gonna go into Herald. We're gonna put the Herald in the EMZ. Very important. This is where you go into Gravity Controller, and this is where we're gonna search the first card that is kind of like a budget friendly combo piece that allows us to actually do a lot in budget, and that's gonna be Illusion of Chaos. You don't need to play. Yes, it would be great here in Yami Mitsu to search a Habakiri, but if you're playing a budget deck and don't want all the Mitsurugi cards, this will lead to an actual full end board of that's utterly unbreakable. So it'll still be enough. We're gonna use the effect now of Samsara, putting back the Herald. We're gonna summon the Samsara. We're gonna special Lollipop here. If you don't have the Lollipop, you could special the Surprise. Later get the level 1. Sometimes you're gonna, if you guys notice, we had 1 extra level 1 because we hard drew Surprise. So what I'm showing you guys right now is Marshmallow plus a level 1. If you didn't have that, you do not special a level 2 and a level 1 with the Lollipop. Get special level 2 and level 1 and 1. Does that make sense, guys? With the original Lollipop, you're gonna special 2 level 1s instead of a 2-2-1. But because we have extra, we're gonna do this right now. We're not gonna make a Herald at this game state. We're actually gonna be making a Cupid Pitch. So we're gonna go make Cupid Pitch. Cupid Pitch effect is able to copy the level increase or decrease by the tuner that it's used. So we're gonna increase level by 3. It doesn't need to go to the graveyard, so you can even do it after the Samsara. Then in this game state, I'm going to use the Yummy Surprise here. Special 1 Yummy Mushroom behind your grave. I'm gonna special the Marshmallow here. And the Marshmallow will add back the same Surprise. So now you have Surprise for the opponent's turn, as well as the Veiler and the Ash. Now this is where it gets very beautiful. Now we're gonna go into Savage Dragon. Now this is where the combo gets really, really, really good. We're gonna summon Savage. We're gonna use the effect of Savage and Cupid Pitch. Cupid Pitch is mandatory, which is good. Not use that. And what we're gonna do here, if you guys recognize, we started the combo off with Marshmallow. So yeah, we're gonna equip a Snatchy, not that it matters. But we're gonna go Cupid Pitch here to add a Sangan, because Sangan is full combo on its own. So Sangan on its own, you could normal summon Sangan, you make Almirage, you add Jester Confit and special it. Because, and I'm showing you guys the combo now with Marshmallow, or if you start with Pure Raise Map or Jester. Because Pure Raise Map could search Jester, the special Jester, make a Link 1, and then special a Yummy, you don't actually need to waste your normal summon. So at this game state, you're able to actually normal summon the Sangan and get the Sangan effect off to search Max C on the opponent's turn, which is something very, very cool. But again, if you don't start with Pure Raise Map, if you don't start with Jester Confit, or if you don't start with the Marshmallow, which is 6 of them, you don't need to normal summon the Sangan. You could search a Marshmallow for follow-up and just keep it. You don't actually need it to end on an unbreakable board here. But what we're gonna do now for this exact game state with what we have here, so we have Savage, we have this, we're going to go activate Illusion of Chaos now. We're gonna add the souls, we're gonna put back the illusion. The reason why this is very cool, specifically in Master Duel, is whether you started with your 6 special summons or not, you're gonna be able to get a free draw 2, because the Mignon was already used, and the Savage Dragon does not need the Snatchy to stay on the board to be a negate. Does that make sense? So now you just get a totally free draw 2 for nothing. So we're gonna send that, and we're gonna send that for nothing. It's just a free draw 2. And because, hey guys, we just drew the Maxi. Now we could obviously go Sangan, search the Maxi, but there's just so many ways to do this that it doesn't matter how you want to do it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna save the Sangan for a bit. There's just lots of options, as you guys can see now. So we could go Starham, we could go Lollipop and the level 1 into Starham. Starham could special to discard something to special Herald, and then we have a Herald. But what I want to do here, because there's a few ways to do this, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do in this situation. So what we're going to do in this situation, I'm going to Starham. We don't need the Fualos. You don't need the Fualos for obvious reasons. I'm going to discard the Fualos. Now here's where it's very important. Make sure to special the exact monster that was a level 1 with Starham. The exact level 1. Because if you don't summon the exact level 1, Starham makes the level 1 a tuner. So Magician Souls is the tuner to actually make the Herald. So what we're going to do in this game state, yeah, we're going to make the Herald now with this and this. So now we have the Herald. This is pure, by the way. We're now going to normal the Sangan. We're going to make Almirage. Use the effect of Sangan. In this game state, if you want, there's many things you can do in this game state. I'm going to search the Jester Confit. It all depends on what the hand is. If you want to search Maxi, you could do that. I'm going to special the Jester just so I could end on Cookie. I don't play Sprite Elf in my deck because the extra deck is, again, it's a budget extra deck. If you do have Sprite Elf, you could play it. I'm going to be making a Cookie in this game state. removing the controller and the Jester Confit. So now you actually end on a Synchro 2 Yummy interruption. Like you have the Synchro 2 Yummy interruption. You have the Herald and the Savage double negate. You have Almirage to protect you from Murakumo if you want to. And then you have the Yummy Surprise with triple hand trap. Mind you, you still could put Minion back. You could Star Ham. If you have too many useless cards, you could discard the useless cards. The special Star Ham. Star Ham could go into a Minion if you Snatchy if you'd like. But this is an unbreakable pure Yummy board that's very budget pure Yummy board that is utterly unbreakable. Savage, Herald, triple hand trap, and you don't even need to end on the Herald is the beautiful part. If you don't have, let's say for example, like that, I showed you guys how it is when you start with Marshmallow. What if we don't normal the Sangan? You don't need to make the Herald. You have the negates, and then what you do is you make Herald on the opponent's turn, because all you do is you end on an extra Snatchy instead of the Herald, and on the opponent's turn, you make the extra Herald on the opponent's turn. You negate the first card with Savage, and then trigger one Synchro 2, and you can make Herald on the opponent's turn while having this many interruptions. So that is it for the combo. Now I'm going to show you guys 2 replays on the deck. I'm going to show you guys a rated duel here to show how the deck is. You guys saw the deck list, you saw the combo. You're not always going to pull off that full combo, but even a half combo will suffice, obviously, depending on what it is. So this is, you already know how to play going first. So now I'll show you how to play going second. I already showed you guys going first when you're playing on your turn. Droll against Yummy is not that crazy because it's actually a very good replay for you guys. Droll on Yummy is not crazy because this is just still full combo. I'm going to show you guys some stuff on his turn. So he's going Lollipop here. So he goes those. He's opting here to go for Elf. Elf will special level 2 is going to make Masquerena. He's going to have Masquerena and Elf through Masquerena, Elf. Elf will bring back a Synchro 2 on his turn. This is very good considering it's through a Droll and Lockbird. But what Droll and Lockbird does versus even though Droll is so shit against Yummy, it checks Yummy Mitsurugi very hard. And he actually, my opponent is on Yummy Mitsurugi. So if I didn't Droll there, we might have got hurt. But he's playing a weirder version with pure Erase Map and a Croaky. So what we're gonna do here is a heads up play. It's still tough. It's a good hand we have, but it's still tough. So now you're going second. You're gonna recognize Jester Confident pure Erase Map going second is good because you're gonna want to, after you summon Cupsy or just in general, have another push to a level 1 on board so you can at least special all the Yummies in your hand. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna add immediately after he Elfs, I'm gonna Talents. And we're left with a tough choice here. Do we take his SP or do we take his Lollipop? Because I feel that we're going to win the grind game, I'm going to take his SP here. And the SP is going to get rid of a set. Because the second he goes Lollipop to bring out a Link 1 and level 1, we're going to bounce a level 1. Yes, there's a Talents here. I included the Talents and the Droplet over Talents and Droplet over DD Crows. But this is super budget I'm trying to build here. We're going to go into Link 1. The second he goes Snatchy, we see that he's playing the pre-prep, so Droll King Clutch. The second he goes Snatchy, I'm going to SP. But I don't want to give him his SP back because I'm not going to be able to enter battle because I SP'd his card, even though I took his. So I'm going to actually SP both of our Snatchies. So I could get back to Snatchy on my turn and he can't on his. So I'm going to go Surprise Special Pepsi. I'm going to go into my other Snatchy. I'm going to enter battle now to kill these two because I want to play around a surprise. If that card's set, he can still bounce 2 cards. And as you see, even though people think Pure Yummy is a tough time going second, I do feel that Pure Erase Map with the Jester helps you go second a lot. And now I'm gonna, even though this is super budget, this is, yes, way better to have Karibo, but just, I'm trying to get a Link 1. I do a big brain play here. I do not use Minion yet. Take notes here, everyone watching on YouTube or Twitch right now. I go Cupseat to search discard, so I can discard the Marshmallow Yummy. I have SP on board, so I cannot special Marshmallow from my hand, which means the only way I could go Marshmallow to get back my surprise is by summoning it off Minion. So I purposely wait with Minion to resolve Cupsy Way to discard the Marshmallow, to use Minion to special the Marshmallow to add back surprise. And now it's the beginning of the end for the opponent because with Lollipop, at this point, I could do a whole bunch of Cupid pitch plays with Samsara and Herald and end on a bunch of negates. I opt to start with Samsara here, and then immediately he scoops because this will be enough. So that's the video, guys. I showed you guys the deck list. I showed you how to go first and how to go, just a replay of going second. We've dueled 6 times or 7 times already with this on stream, but this is the only one I'll show here. If you guys want to see more budget Yummy, check out my Twitch and YouTube down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys in the next stream, and best deck.